Hi there, my name is Waldo Cuello. I'm from Ecuador and I'm studying in the University UTPL. Today I'm talking about the topic, the field of described linguistic relate language to the role of Sanskrit in establishing relationship between the language of the world and explain the difference between this and extinction language. Okay. We have linguistic and communicative competence. Currently, there is a close relationship between the different skill language, teaching, learning. This goes beyond simple knowledge of grammar, of vocabulary. These are the key concepts in this process are linguistic competence and communicative competence. According to Civil 2018, the term communicate competency provide a much broader vision of language use. A speaker need to know not only the grammatical structure, but also the rules of use, its appropriateness in the given social context. The component of linguistic interaction, possibility, flexibility, certain, and sustainability, okay? According to Padilla, Gongora, Martinez, Cortez, Perez, Moron, Rodriguez, Martin, Miras, Martin, 28, competence in linguistic communication refer to the use of the language and instruction of communication, representation, interaction, and oral and writing, understand or relate is an instrumental of construction and communication of knowledge and as an instrument or organization of self-regulation. Okay. Relate the language. Okay. Relate language are those of the shared common origin and therefore have significant structure and lexical similarities. These similarities suggest that language in question level question have evolved from a common ancestor or closely relates to the historical and cultural influence. For example, if we focus on the word lingua Latin, we will see the following variation. For example, lingua Italian, lingua Spanish, lingua Romanian, lingua Portuguese, lingua French. Now we have a language family, okay? Language family is a group of languages that have a common origin are derived from a mother language or proto-language. Language within the same family share common linguistic characteristics and can be subdivided into smaller groups and even more specific similarities, okay? For example, the Indo-European language family includes many more languages, such as English, Hindi, Russian, German, Greek, among others. Okay. We have language family tree model. Okay. We have the language family tree model is a concept within historical language based on the idea the language involved and the branch is simply wide to how specific do an evolution biology according to this model. Language that share common ancestor and group into branches within a family tree. German linguist Augusto Schalcher invented the family tree theory to classical language. He proposed the Indo-European language, such as Latin and Greek, evolved from common ancestral language called Indo-European. Okay. We have German language. The German language are group of language within the Indo-European family. The original development in the north region of Europe. The five German language or research are traditionally divided into two branches of German language family tree, the North German branch, Danish and Swedish. The West German branch, Dutch, English, and German. Example. Some example, we have, for example, English is spoken in the United Kingdom, the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and many other countries. German is spoken in German, Austria, Switzerland, and Liechtenstein, and well as in minority communities other countries. One more, Dutch is Flemish, spoken in the Netherlands, Belgium, Flanders, and some part of the Caribbean. Okay, so some example. Okay, now we have the Roman language. The Roman language, a group of language that derive from Bulgar and Latin and developed mainly in the region of the Western Roman Empire. Some examples of Romance language are, for example, Spanish spoken in Spain, Latin America, and part of the United States. French spoken in French, part of Belgium, Switzerland, Canadian, and Africa. Italian spoken in Italy, Sweden, Ticino, San Marino, and some part Croatia and Slovenia. Another example, Portuguese. Portuguese is spoken in Portugal, Brazil, Angola, Mozambique, and others Lusophone countries. Romanian is spoken in Romania, Moldova, part Serbia, Ukraine, and Hungary. Okay. Now we have the role sanctuary is establishing relation between the language of the world. Okay. Sanskrit play a crucial role in the comparative study of language due to the antiquity and historical importance in the Indian subcontinent. It's a classical language that has provided framework for historical reconstruction and comparison. The Indo-European language study screen have a lot of languages of similar reconstruction aspect of Proto-Indo-European, the hypotechnical modern language of the Indo-European language family. It has been fundamental to understand the relationship between language and diversity as Latin, Greek, Sanskrit, Persian, German, and modern others. Okay. We have some examples: Sanskrit, verse Latin, verse Greek, verse English. All of the words mean mothers and show phonetic or lexical similarities such as common original in Proto-Indo-Europe. Okay, now we talked about the language. The language is one that no longer has native speaker, that's in no use of mother language, any living community. However, the language can continue, can be studied, document, though for academic, for religion, cultural purpose, even if there are no native speaker, the language can be preserved in ancient texts, literature, historical record, inscription, etc. Example of the language. Classical Latin is a classical example of the language. Although it was spoken a native language, it's a Rome and the Roman Empire is case to have native speakers centuries ago. However, Latin continues to be studied and used academic religion contexts such as Catholic Church. Now, I talk about existing language. Existing language is one does not document, record, and sufficient knowledge to reconstruct or study in detail. Unlike a deep language, which many records are allowed to be studied, and extinction language, any from or documented writing records that allows study and reconstruction. Example for extinct language. The Dalmatian language is an example, a language spoken in the coastal region on Dalmatian, present-day Croatia. Only in 19th century, the Dalmatian language considered extinct due to lack sufficient material for detailed study. The difference between language and state language is in the available records document, and the language has record that allow to be studied in if no longer have native speaking, while extinct language lacks any known records that allows in reconstruction or the study. Okay, thank you. We have the reference about investigation documents. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.